Hi all, I'm going to talk to you about the golden quad today and how I get my students to be ready to jump up and lead the class, the entire class, without being fearful or worrying about being wrong or self-conscious. How do I get my students to jump up and lead the whole entire class in some kind of learning? How do I get my students to be teachers? And so the first thing I do is I have my students work in pairs and I have them try to come up with what's called the golden quad, and they're going to do that just with their partner. The golden quad is 4 sentences. That's why it's called the quad. So we have a topic sentence and then 3 detail-adder sentences that add detail about the topic sentence. The easiest way to do this is to use the whole brain teaching strategy of the triple whammy paragraph. And so your topic sentence would be, and we use a capital letter. When we're speaking words, we use our oral writing gestures. So 3 things I learned about blank are blank, zoop, and blank. So I have my students get out whiteboards, and this activity that you're going to see in the video, I actually did at the end of the year. This was the very last day of school, and I had them choose any word that we learned this year, and they wrote the word on their whiteboard, and then I gave them about a minute to brainstorm 3 things, and they just put those 3 things in bullet points on their whiteboard. So this first video is going to show you my students doing the golden quad with their partner. Now, once I have my students feeling confident in working with their partner and standing up and leading their partner, then it's time to make it a little bit bigger. So I like to work in then groups of 5. So I'll have a group of 5 students. 1 of them will be the teacher, 4 of them will be the students. And so now they're leading the class, a little small mini class. And this works well in a group of 5 because then you can have the teacher standing up say at the end, teach, and then the 2 other pairs of students can turn and teach each other until the student teacher calls them back with a class yes. So here's a video of my students doing the golden quad in smaller groups. So now that my students are used to working in small groups, I'm going to make the groups a little bit bigger. So in this next video, you'll notice that there's about 10 students in each group. I have my desks in 3 long rows with about 10 students at each desk, and so it works well that they teach all of the students at that big long row. You'll also notice that some of the students in each little mini class are saying things like, try again, forgot your capital, or try again, not deep enough. So remember that the goal of the teacher in each group is to do a triple whammy paragraph, our golden quad. So they have their triple whammy sentence and then 3 detail-adders. Each one must start with a capital, each one must end with some kind of punctuation, and each sentence must have depth. And so if their students don't think that they have enough depth, they're going to say, try again. And I added some points. I made it a game. And so the only way that the student can earn points is to successfully complete a sentence. If they complete all 4 sentences in our time limit, then they get 4 points. So if they get through, let's say, their triple whammy and then a detail-adder, but on this detail-adder they forgot their period, their class is going to say, try again, forgot your period, and they have to go all the way back to the beginning and start over their triple whammy. And our time frame is usually about 90 seconds. So you'll see here students trying to complete this in larger groups.
Rain, types of weather, like heavy rain, light rain. There are types of weather, like heavy rain and light rain. Yeah, light rain. Yeah, that's okay.
So once we have students get comfortable with leading their partner, then we have them lead a smaller group. Now it's time to have them leading the larger group and being the teacher, turning our students into teachers. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this last example. Thanks, guys.
All right, Matthew is up this time. Look at Matthew and say, you got this, Matthew!
You got this, Matthew!
On your mark, get set, go.
Class.
Yes.
New words.
New words.
3 things.
3 things.
I learned about cold fronts.
About cold fronts.
Is 1.
1.
Cold air masses pushes warm.
Cold air masses pushes warm.
Zoop. Zoop. It uses a cold air mass.
It uses a cold air mass.
And a warm air mass.
And a warm air mass.
Zoop. Zoop. Causes harsh snow.
Causes harsh snow.
Or thunderstorms.
Or or thunderstorms.
When a cold air mass.
When a cold air mass.
Oh, try again. What do you forget? Capital letters. Say, you got great, you don't quit.
You got great, you don't quit.
Class.
Yes, yes.
Here are words.
Here are words.
Three things.
I learned
about cold fronts.
about cold fronts.
Is cold air mass.
Cold air mass.
Pushes warm air mass.
Pushes warm air mass.
Zoop. Uses a cold mass.
Uses a cold mass.
And a warm air mass.
And a warm air mass.
Oh, time's up. Give him a rolling 10-finger wheel.